Hi, fifth grade students. Today we're continuing with our read of Falcon Wild. I'm loving this story. It's just compelling, and I like the fact that there's a female, the girl is the main character, the heroine, if you will. And it has a lot of suspense, doesn't it? So right now we left her. It's early light. Stark has flown out, and she's kind of there, just on the floor, realizing no one can hear her and wondering, you know, what is she going to do? So we're beginning at the bottom of page 60, just a few sentences we read yesterday, and then continuing on, page 60. I jump to my feet. No, Stark, come back. I pound the wall until I feel the pain of my arm. Stupid. I am so incredibly stupid. Help, I scream. I'm down here. I slide back down to the dirt and curl up. Not a soul can hear me. The morning crawls by. The sun rises along with my raging thirst. My pack looms over me, laughing. That water just sits there. Even the gummies would work, something, anything to stop this horrible thirst. I pick up a rock and hurl it toward the pack, but it doesn't reach. I try again with a smaller rock. It goes higher, but my aim is off. After a while, I'm too tired to continue. I crumple in a heap and point at the pack. Just tip over a little. I imagine the pack tipping and opening, spilling everything down on top of me. I imagine grabbing my water and pouring it down my throat, collecting all the loose gummies on the ground and popping them into my mouth. But I shake my head and glare up at the pack, which continues to hang perfectly closed. I'm still staring when I think I see a head appear over the rim. Now I'm imagining people above me. Hello? I croak. Hello? The image responds. My mind clears instantly. Crazy, is that you? A strangely familiar voice calls down. Cooper? The boy from the road? So confused. What are you doing down there? How are you here? How did you find me? That big white bird of yours is circling above you. I've been searching for you for hours, he says. Hours? Why has he been searching? How did he know where to search? I have so many questions, but they'll have to wait. I can't get out, I call up to him. Cooper extends a hand down toward me. I stretch up, but it's too high. Can you reach my pack, I ask. My first reaction is fear that he'll take my pack and leave me here, but I have to try to trust him. It has my water. He grabs my pack, rummages through it, and tosses the water to me. I'm careful not to spill it in my haste to get the cap off. My fingers feel clumsy and thick. I drain it, feeling the cool liquid coat my swollen tongue. It's like watching the rain sink into parched earth. There isn't enough water in all the world to slake my thirst. Now what? Cooper says. I shake the bottle's last drops into my open mouth and wipe my lips. Get me out. Duh. The problem is how. How about a ladder? He looks around, then disappears. Cooper, I call, then louder. Cooper! My shoulders slump. Where did he go? I strain to listen to what he's doing, but I don't hear a thing. My heart stutters. He's gone. He's taken my pack and left me here. I feel dizzy and put a hand on the wall to brace myself. For many long minutes, I contemplate how anyone could steal a phone and then steal a pack and leave its owner in the bottom of a hole. What is wrong with this boy? What happened to him to make him run around stealing things? And why was I so concerned about him when I first met him? Then I hear something approach. It's dragging, scratching, and coming closer. Cooper's flushed face finally appears again. He's dirty and panting. Watch out, he says, shoving a broken tree down the hole. It slides to the bottom, neatly wedging itself in the far corner of the crevice. I stare at it in amazement. It's taller than a basketball hoop. How heavy must that be? The tree's branches reach up out the top of the crevice. Climb up! I cram the empty bottle into the waistband of my jeans and then attempt to climb. Because of the bite on my arm, my left hand doesn't grip hard enough. I try grabbing hold with my good hand and shimmying up, but it's too steep a slope. The rough bark rakes across my skin. I slide back down. God, you climb like a girl. Cooper throws his leg over the edge and drops down into the tree, skidding down the length of it and hopping off beside me. His little smirk of triumph tells me he's pretty pleased with himself. And that's when I haul back and punch him square in the eye. Chapter 11, page 64. Cooper grabs his face and takes a step back. Ow! He glares at me. You stole our phone. I shake my good hand, now throbbing from the punch. Why would you do that? I don't know. He touches his eye. You really are crazy. I think that's going to leave a mark. I don't dwell on the fact that I've just punched a guy who is older and much bigger than I am. I huff at him and look back at the tree. Need some help? Cooper asked with an edge to his voice. Didn't think too far ahead, did you? Will you please help me get out of here? He glances around and then freezes. Whoa! He walks straight to the skeleton and then kicks it, laughing. Did you see this? See what? Does he really think I missed the creepy skeleton lying right next to me? He bends with his back to me, inspecting it, muttering to himself, poking it. I scoot farther away. It doesn't feel right to be looking at it, never mind touching it. Maybe the dust of this person's soul is going to float all over me. If you're done disturbing a resting place, can we just get out of here? Well, technically, you're the one who disturbed it, right? Cooper suddenly swings toward me, gesturing for me to start climbing again. Come on, we have to go. Now, now, now. He stuffs something into his jacket and shoves me toward the tree. I resist. What? What is it? Later, no time. Come on, climb. I climb into the narrow trunk and Cooper hops up behind me. With our combined weight, the trunk lifts off the rim and teeters in the air. Whoa, I say. Move up. It will balance once your butt gets going. Cooper pushes me from behind. I manage to grab hold of the trunk, and with my good hand, we tip forward again, and I clutch at the bark. Are we moving today, he asked, or staying here forever? Would you grab it? Now that one. Yes, that's it. Cooper keeps giving me ungentle shoves. Finally, I heave myself past the broken root, and then I'm sprawled out on the rock where the glorious sun beats down on me. I raise my arms up and close my eyes. I didn't think I'd ever see it again. The feel of the sun is wonderful on my skin. Then, thinking of Stark, I open my eyes and scan the sky. I don't see her anywhere. Let's go, Cooper says, glancing around us. I stand. Give me my phone, I'll call my mom, and we'll be gone in no time. He rubs the back of his neck. I tossed it. What? I stare at him, thinking about how hard I'm going to punch him this time. My family needs it. I have to get help for them. He shrugs, but I see a speck of guilt flick across his face. The battery died. Plus, there's sketchy service here. Where's your family anyway? And the van? We had an accident and they're still in the van. I'm going to the highway to get help. The effect this has on Cooper is immediate. The color drains out of his face and he gapes at me. But just as quickly, he ducks his head, shrugs, and looks around, not meeting my eyes. Why are you going this way? The highway is back there, he says. Our GPS showed Highway 287 not far this way. Shading my eyes, I searched the distant hills for the road I thought I saw before the crevice grabbed me. I don't see it, but it has to be there. Come on, I say, we've got to get help. Squinting, Cooper searches the horizon. Why would I help? You guys ditched me, remember? He pauses, kicks a rock, and then pats his pocket. I'm going that way, anyway. My dirt bike ran out of gas at the berm. You can come if you want. We can split up once we get to the highway. What? Your bike? This conversation is so confusing. I almost wonder if I'm still in the crevice hallucinating. You have a dirt bike? I borrowed it. You borrow? You mean you stole it? At least that explains how he got here so fast. Why did you steal a dirt bike? Why did you steal our phone? He shrugs. Was going to sell the phone, had to eat, but it was ancient, like the very first edition prototype. Why wouldn't you upgrade? I have to fight against the frustration surging through me. Well, an ancient phone would be better than no phone right now. Wouldn't you agree? Why am I still standing in the middle of nowhere arguing with a stranger when I need to be on that highway? I turn and skid down the slope, more careful this time. Anyway, the real question is, why are you here with a dirt bike at all? How did you know I was here? Cooper slid past me, taking the lead. I told you. Your bird showed me where you were. But, man, you don't stop talking, do you? Cooper turns and stares at me with a look of warning. Listen, kid. Hello. I'm almost 14. I'm not a kid. Well, I'm 15, so I don't need to listen to any lectures from you. You can tag along if you want to. I'm going to the highway. You're not that much older. I clenched my fist in frustration. Why is he being so difficult? I've never met anyone who made me so mad. He reminds me of Chaos the hawk. You can't push Chaos. She does things on her own time. And to train her to come back to a whistle, we had to first let her fly. Okay, I'll tag along, I say, letting Cooper think he has control of the situation. All right, woo. I'll stop there. Things are changing. We are finishing page 68, and tomorrow we'll start chapter 12 and hopefully finish that entire chapter. We're moving right along. Thanks so much, fifth grade. Have a wonderful afternoon and take care of yourselves.